one candidate, the CLP Senate candidate for the Northern Territory, is in the studio. She's joining us from Darwin. Great to catch up with you, Jacinta Price. I've got to use your skin name because your husband told me off for not using that recently.
Yes.
Now, you're, of course, running in...
Exactly right. He did tell you off.
He did. Well, he's right, and good on him. Now, you're in Darwin at the moment. Of course, you're campaigning for the Senate for the CLP, but Michael Gunner, of course, the chief minister in the Territory, resigned during the week. It looks like now Natasha Fyles is going to replace him. But there's been a bit of speculation that his resignation had something to do with the federal election campaign. Do you think that there was the timing was a coincidence, or there was some link?
Oh, look, I think we're not silly. Territorians aren't silly. Australians aren't silly. You know, you can when you can smell a rat, you can smell a rat, and certainly, you know, I certainly believe that this was a ploy to try to wrangle back some support for Labor. Everyone knows that Gunner was absolutely toxic for the Territory. He's been on the nose, especially anywhere past the south of the Berrima line. Alice Springs are just sick to death of the crime taking place, and so this is a tactic to try to wrangle back votes for Labor. But again, Territorians aren't silly and can see right through it. You know, it might be a different leader, but it's the same old Labor Party that have been running the Territory into the ground. So I don't think it's going to help them really in the long run, and I think it's too little too late, given how far along we are now with the pre-polling, with the voting that's gone on in remote communities.
Well, the point about this is this has got huge national significance if it's true, if what you're saying is true. And the reason I asked you about it is I've heard that assessment from other people familiar with the Territory, that they were worried about what was happening with the vote there, and that Gunner was a drag on Labor's vote, and it was good to get rid of him before the election. That would mean that the two lower house seats in the Territory, Lingiari and Solomon, both held by Labor at the moment, could be in danger of falling to the coalition. Now, that would be a game changer in what's going to be a very, very tight federal election. Do you actually believe, you've been out there campaigning right across the Territory, are those seats in play?
Oh, those seats are definitely in play, and there's certainly a sense of a want for change. There is certainly a sense that Labor has failed the Territory, and if that's happening on a Territory level, well, how can we trust Labor on a federal level to pick things up, to make anything any different for Northern Territorians? And certainly while I've been out on the polls, on the polling booths in remote communities, there is definitely a sense for want for change, definitely. And I think there was a poll, I can't remember which poll it was that was conducted, that was looking at Solomon, where our candidate Tina McFarlane is sitting around 31%, and Luke Gosling is sitting around 39%. She's looking at, and 41% for Gosling, and sort of the rest is shared amongst the other independents. So she's really not that far behind.
We will see. Fascinating stuff. All eyes on the Territory come Saturday week. Thanks for joining us, Jacinta.
Thanks for having me, Chris.
Jacinta Price there, live from Darwin. She is the CLP candidate for the Senate up there. There's 2 Senate spots up for grabs and 2 lower house seats. Those lower house seats, if they were to change, gee, they would make Scott Morrison's night.